Dear friends, would you believe that a seemingly harmless, familiar breakfast you've eaten for decades could actually be the reason behind your fatigue, high blood pressure, insomnia, or even the silent approach of a stroke, without you even realizing it? Every morning, we often eat the same familiar dishes, maybe a bowl of hot pork offal porridge, a baguette, a cup of coffee, or a plain rice porridge with sesame salt. Eating it every day becomes habit. But have you ever asked yourself, is the breakfast I'm eating every day truly good for my aging body? Or could it be a silent poison, gradually wearing down my liver, harming my heart, and weakening my kidneys bit by bit? When we're young, our bodies can tolerate quick and careless meals. But after the age of 50, every bite we take should be carefully chosen and properly prepared. If not, our bodies will start speaking out through fatigue, unstable blood pressure, digestive issues, poor sleep, and sometimes even silent strokes. I know many of you may think, I've been eating these same breakfasts for decades, and I'm fine. But those very familiar dishes, if we're not paying attention, could be the silent culprits slowly deteriorating our health. One time might not show any signs, but eating the same thing every morning for years will eventually take a toll, weakening the liver, tiring the heart, causing blood pressure swings, and even gradually reducing memory without us realizing. Some dishes look mild, but they're actually packed with hidden salt, unhealthy fats, or indigestible toxins that an older body simply can't process well anymore. In today's video, I invite you to take a look at 5 common breakfast dishes. They might even be on your daily menu, but are actually like a knife hidden under a warm towel, quietly dragging your health downhill. And after that, I'll share 5 simple, easy-to-make breakfasts that help promote longevity, good health, and gentle mornings. These suggestions are familiar, practical, and can bring real value to your well-being as you age. Please stay with me until the end of the video to discover which breakfast truly suits your body. And if you find this content helpful, please leave a number 1 in the comments so I know you resonate with it. But if something feels off, feel free to leave a 0 so I can learn and improve in future videos. Wishing you good health, peaceful mornings, and meaningful days. And don't forget to subscribe to Chanli Song so you won't miss out on daily insights and helpful guidance from me. Now let's begin, dear friends. Here are 5 popular breakfast foods that are actually harmful. Please pay close attention. 1. Pork offal porridge, chow long. This dish is loved by many for being warm and satisfying in the morning. It seems light and easy to digest, but for the elderly, it carries significant risks. A typical bowl of this porridge contains various pig organs like liver, heart, intestines, blood pudding, etc. These parts are high in bad cholesterol and saturated fat. When eaten frequently, these substances build up in the blood, narrowing blood vessels, slowing circulation, increasing the risk of high blood pressure, heart attack, or stroke. Organ meats also tend to collect toxins, especially if not thoroughly cleaned, and when your liver and kidneys are already weakened with age, it becomes harder to process these toxins. Additionally, this dish is usually paired with black pepper, chili, and strong fish sauce. Flavorful, yes, but they force the elderly stomach to work hard first thing in the morning, often leading to bloating, indigestion, and fatigue. After 50, the body is no longer as resilient. Every organ needs gentle care. Instead of forcing the liver to filter heavy fats or the heart to pump harder through clogged arteries, it's better to choose a breakfast that's light, low in oil, easy to digest, yet still nourishing. Good health in old age doesn't come from flavorful meals. It comes from wise and simple daily choices. 2. White bread sandwiches with cold cuts or sausages. Many people opt for a quick breakfast with white bread and cold cuts or sausage slices. It looks convenient and seems balanced with carbs and protein. But in reality, this type of breakfast silently chips away at your health. White bread is highly refined, stripped of fiber. When eaten, its sugars are absorbed rapidly, spiking blood sugar and then causing a sudden drop, leaving the body tired and dizzy, especially dangerous for those with diabetes or low blood pressure. Cold cuts and sausages, though tasty, are packed with salt, preservatives, and nitrates, which, over time, can harm the heart, liver, and even raise the risk of colon cancer. Younger bodies can filter and detox these substances, but as we age, those systems weaken. Eating processed meats daily is like burdening the body with extra weight it no longer has strength to carry. Breakfast should offer stability and lightness, not rushed convenience. Instead of white bread filled with hidden salt and low-quality proteins, consider whole grain bread with a boiled egg or some greens. It's healthier and helps you feel better throughout the day. Healthy living doesn't require big changes, just small, smart swaps every morning. 3. Noodle soup, pho or bún, with excess salt and MSG. Vietnamese noodle soups like pho are beloved morning staples, warm broth, savory tasted, and comforting aroma. But in just one bowl, the amount of salt and MSG often far exceeds what's healthy for the elderly. The broth is heavily seasoned with salt, bouillon, MSG, and fish sauce. Altogether, a single bowl can contain nearly half of your daily sodium allowance. Young people may not feel the impact, but older adults will. High sodium causes high blood pressure, fluid retention, swelling, and long-term strain on the heart and kidneys. Too much MSG can lead to headaches, numbness in the tongue, and nerve sensitivity, especially problematic in the morning when the nervous system hasn't fully stabilized. I'm not denying that pho can warm the soul, but for older adults, that warmth should come from nutrients, not overpowering flavor and additives. If you love pho, try cooking it at home with moderate seasoning, lean meat, and lots of greens. Skip the MSG and reduce the salt. Breakfast isn't for indulging cravings. It's a time to nourish the body with clarity and long-term strength. 4. Plain rice porridge with pickled vegetables or sesame salt. Many older folks choose plain porridge for its simplicity. Some pair it with pickled vegetables, sesame salt, or fermented tofu for flavor. But this simple meal lacks balance and can be risky when eaten frequently. Plain porridge is just soft starch, stripped of fiber and nutrients. Alone, it's not energizing. When paired with salty sides, sodium levels spike. Pickled vegetables, especially if left too long, can produce nitrites, which combine with stomach acid to form nitrosamines, known to raise cancer risk, especially stomach and intestinal cancer. Fermented tofu is rich in salt, burdening the kidneys. Even sesame salt, though rustic, adds to the long-term pressure on the heart and blood pressure. A proper breakfast isn't just about feeling light. It must be nutritious, clean, and safe from the inside. I'm not saying never eat porridge, but if you do, please balance it with boiled vegetables, a boiled egg, or steamed fish. And don't over-rely on salty side dishes just out of habit. Elderly health is not about quantity. It's about smart, mindful choices in daily routines. 5. Fried leftover rice and food from the previous night. Many households reuse leftover rice and food from dinner for breakfast. It saves time and avoids waste. But this convenience often comes at a hidden cost to the aging body. Cold rice, if not stored properly, may contain Bacillus cereus, a bacteria that produces toxins causing digestive upset, cramps, or diarrhea. Reheating in reused or overheated oil forms acrylamide, an oxidant that can damage liver cells and raise cancer risk. Leftover food loses nutrients, may spoil when left out or stored too long, and when combined with oily fried rice, it creates a meal that's greasy, hard to digest, and burdens the already weakened liver, gallbladder, and stomach. Breakfast for the elderly should be a gentle, warm start, not a heavy, reheated pile that forces the organs into high gear immediately. Health doesn't come from saving old food. It comes from respecting your body through smarter choices. If you have leftover rice, turn it into thin porridge with veggies and lean meat. It's still nutritious, but not harmful. If the food's been there too long, it's better to clean the fridge than dump it into your body. So, dear friends, we've just reviewed 5 very familiar breakfast dishes. But if eaten regularly, they silently wear down your body, from the liver, kidneys, and heart to your memory. Each dish has its own danger, some too salty, some hard to digest, some containing toxins from overprocessing or improper storage. Young folks may not feel the effects yet, but for seniors with narrowing blood vessels and weakening organs, every bite carries more risk than we think. I'm not sharing this to make you afraid to eat, just to help us all be a little more mindful. Instead of clinging to old habits, let's gently replace them with smarter, lighter, and more nourishing choices. If you feel this resonates with your experience, leave a 1 in the comments. If you're unsure or feel something is missing, leave a 0. I'm always ready to learn and do better next time. And now, let's move to the next part of the video, where I'll share 5 simple, easy breakfasts that are smart, gentle, and truly support long-term senior health. Act 1. Oatmeal combined with banana and chia seeds. Dear friends, oatmeal is a breakfast dish I always recommend for older adults because it's easy to cook, easy to digest, and it helps nourish the blood vessels and stabilize blood sugar over time. Oats contain soluble fiber called beta-glucan, which helps lower bad cholesterol, cleanse the blood vessels, and is very good for heart health. Eating oatmeal regularly each morning helps stabilize blood pressure and reduces the risk of atherosclerosis. When combined with ripe banana, a fruit rich in potassium, vitamin B6, and antioxidants, it supports blood pressure regulation, improves digestion, and soothes the nervous system. Chia seeds, though tiny, are rich in omega-3s, magnesium, and plant-based protein. Just a small sprinkle on top is enough to support memory, reduce inflammation, and cool the liver. This dish doesn't need complicated seasoning. Just cook oats until soft with water or plant-based milk. Add a few slices of banana, and lightly sprinkle chia seeds on top. That's all you need for a nutritious, gentle, and soothing way to start the day. 2. Boiled eggs. Combined with whole grain bread and fresh vegetables. This is a simple yet extremely well-balanced breakfast. Protein, slow-releasing carbs, and fiber. Boiled eggs are a complete protein source, easy to digest, and rich in choline, a key nutrient for memory and the nervous system. Older adults who eat boiled eggs 2 to 3 times a week can reduce memory decline, stabilize muscle strength, and boost immunity. Whole grain bread, unlike white bread, contains a lot of fiber and B vitamins, helping stabilize blood sugar, keeping you full longer, and supporting smooth digestion. Pairing it with fresh vegetables like lettuce, cucumber, and sliced tomato adds plant enzymes, helps cool the liver, reduces constipation, and cleanses the intestines. You can also dip it in a bit of extra virgin olive oil if you like, even better for heart health. This dish requires no complex cooking. Just boil eggs, prep the vegetables and bread, and you've got yourself a healthy, gentle, and well-rounded breakfast. 3. Steamed sweet potatoes. Combined with unsweetened plant-based milk. Sweet potatoes are one of the golden foods for older adults. They're rich in fiber, vitamins A and C, and especially slow carbs, which keep you full longer without spiking blood sugar. Eating sweet potatoes in the morning helps with bowel movement, reduces constipation, cleanses the intestines, and supports digestion. Plant-based milk, if you choose the unsweetened kind made from walnuts, almonds, or black sesame, provides good fats, omega-3s, plant-based calcium, and antioxidants that benefit the heart, liver, and memory. This dish is perfect for those wanting a light but energizing breakfast, especially beneficial for people with diabetes, high cholesterol, or high blood pressure. Preparation is simple. Steam or bake the sweet potatoes, and either make the milk yourself or buy a version with minimal additives and no sugar. That's enough nutrition and safety for senior health. 4. Brown rice vermicelli. Cooked with lean meat and vegetables. Brown rice vermicelli is a smart alternative to regular noodles or pho. It contains slow-digesting carbs, lots of fiber, and is unrefined, which helps stabilize blood sugar and supports digestion. When cooked with lean meats, like boiled chicken breast or minced lean pork, It adds quality protein without raising cholesterol. Add in vegetables like carrots, bok choy, pumpkin, or cabbage. These provide vitamins A and C, potassium, and antioxidants, all great for skin, liver protection, and intestinal health. This dish can be lightly seasoned or cooked as a broth-style soup to make it easier on the stomach, with little to no oil. For seniors looking for a warm, well-rounded, yet light breakfast, this is a great choice. Eating this 2 to 3 times a week is also a gentle way to care for your heart, liver, and kidneys, without needing supplements. 5. Vegetable soup combined with silken tofu and black sesame seeds. This is a gentle, plant-based breakfast, perfect for days when you feel tired or want a cleansing, light meal. Vegetable soup can be made with carrots, pumpkin, potatoes, beets, a few mushrooms or lotus seeds, all providing essential vitamins, minerals, and natural fiber. Adding in a few pieces of silken tofu gives you a healthy, plant-based protein that's easy to digest and contains no bad cholesterol. Silken tofu also supplies plant-based calcium, supports strong bones, and helps prevent osteoporosis as we age. Black sesame seeds, when roasted and sprinkled on top, help nourish the liver, brighten the eyes, darken the hair, and boost memory. This dish is soft, warm, easy to eat, contains no oil, and is especially suitable for those recovering from illness, older adults with poor digestion, difficulty chewing or swallowing, or those following a plant-based healing diet. Such a breakfast not only cleanses the body, but also calms the mind, helping you begin the day with peace and ease. So, we've just gone over 5 gentle, easy-to-prepare breakfast dishes that bring great value to senior health. No need for fancy delicacies or tons of supplements. Just a wise choice each morning that suits your body is already a path to longevity. See, just small changes, like swapping out pork offal porridge for oatmeal or replacing a cold-cut sandwich with a boiled egg and greens, can make a big difference for your heart, liver, blood pressure, and memory. After 50, breakfast is no longer just about feeling full. It's about staying healthy. Eating the wrong breakfast once isn't a big deal, but doing it every day for years means the body will slowly pay a price without you even realizing. I hope today's sharing will help you reflect on your morning habits, and if needed, start making changes tomorrow. If you find the tips in this video helpful, please leave a comment with the number 1 to let me know you resonate with them. But if anything feels off or unclear, please leave a 0 so I can improve and do better in the next videos. I sincerely wish you health, peace, and longevity. And may every morning begin with lightness and calm, because you've learned how to take care of yourself kindly. And don't forget, dear friends, if you wish to continue this journey of healthy, mindful living with me, please subscribe to the Song channel so you don't miss out on new videos I share daily. Goodbye and see you again.